Have you ever used an online form and become really annoyed when all of the contents of the controls disappeared after a postback? This is the problem that ViewState elegantly solves. In this lesson, you'll see ViewState in action and discover how you can also use ViewState to store values of your own. First, open the C# test sample file from your sample files folder. And open ViewState test.aspx in Design View. As you can see, there is a label control, 2 button controls, and a text box control. You're now going to see ViewState in action. First, view the page in your browser. Click the Change Text button, and you can see that the label at the top of the screen changes to say Text Changed. Now click the Just Post Back button, and you can see that the label continues to say Text Changed even after the page is posted back. The state of the label has been maintained thanks to ViewState. You might expect ViewState to store the state of all of your controls, but many controls use control state instead. Most controls that contain information that is input by the person visiting the page will automatically store their state in control state, regardless of whether ViewState is enabled or disabled. Control state is similar to ViewState, but can't be switched off. If you want to see control state in action, try putting some text in the text box, and notice that the text persists even after a postback. Don't worry too much about switching off ViewState, as ASP.NET will only use it if it isn't already storing the state in control state. Generally, you should only need to worry about ViewState if you are setting the properties of controls using code. As you've done before, view the source of the page by right-clicking and then clicking View Source. Near the top of the page, you'll see the ASP.NET hidden div, which contains all of the ViewState data. It looks like nonsense because it's encrypted, but it is easy to decrypt using tools available on the internet, so don't rely on it to be secure. You're now going to disable ViewState and see the difference. First, close your web browser. Now select the Label control and set its Enable ViewState property to false. Now view the page in your browser again. Click the Change Text button, and the text changes just as it did before, but click the Just Post Back button, and this time the state of the label hasn't been maintained by ViewState, so the label's text reverts to its original value. Close your browser now. As well as letting ASP.NET automatically store the values of your controls in ViewState, you can also use ViewState to store values of your own. First, open the code behind file of ViewState test.aspx. Next, add the following code to the page load event handler. ViewState, begin square brackets, begin inverted commas, my text, end inverted commas, end square brackets, equals, begin inverted commas, hello world, end inverted commas, semicolon. This code will store the text Hello World in ViewState next to a key of My Text. The key is used to retrieve the text from ViewState. Next, remove the code from the Button Change Text Click event handler and replace it with label text.text equals ViewState begin square brackets begin inverted commas my text end inverted commas end square brackets dot toString. This sets the text property of the label text control to the value you stored under my text in ViewState. View the page in your browser now. Try clicking the Change Text button, and you'll see that the text Hello World is retrieved from ViewState and displayed in the label. Storing values in ViewState is useful when you have a value that you need to keep after a postback, but don't want to put it in a visible control on the page. You've now completed Lesson 3.9, Work with ViewState.